It's early morning. It's about 4:30 a.m. and I'm in the middle of nowhere. Nothing around me. I'll show you the horizon. To my right is a Martian camp. Behind me is a hot air balloons. Something which I kind of wish I did. To see all of this from high in the sky. Man, might be an opportunity I regret not making in the future. I'll show you the hot air balloon right in the distance on the horizon. We've got the Martian camp over there, surrounded by rocks. Those rocks there, one looks somewhat like a pyramid, and this looks really otherworldly. I think they're I want to say Bedouin camps, but no, maybe, who knows what that is. And this side is another camp. That's the 360. I went for my morning run. It's surreal because the further out you go, the harder it is to run because the sand is thick. You can't run in it. I took off my shoes because when you run, it's almost like you're sinking. And it's you can see the footprints. Oh, those are my footprints. But you can see the footprints of the camels that have passed through the night or early in the morning, fresh in the sand. And you do have families of camels roaming through here. Look at the sun rising that direction. Last night I went on a stargazing, so they took us to a remote location not too far from here. I mean, because this is remote, and there's a place with loads of telescopes, and the guide, or the man who was showing us, or the group, what to do, we had to work the telescopes. But before that we had a 15-minute presentation in a mobile classroom, you call it. It was quite packed. It must have been about 40 people there from all around the surrounding camps. And he showed us a quick, what the hell is that? What is this? You see that? He showed us a quick talk of all the universes, how big the universe known to man is. It made us really feel how insignificant we are. There is a Google, what do you want to call it? There's a Google video of a lady sitting in her garden in California, and it zooms out. So it zooms into her face, and it zooms out to a house, then it zooms out to an area, and to the state, and then to the country, and then to planet Earth, and then to the solar system, then to the galaxy, then to the Milky Way, and then past that the Orion's belt, and it zooms out to what we know to man, and then it zooms right back in reverse to her laying down in her garden, and it zooms into her eye, to the nucleus, to the atoms. But anyway, the point being, shows you how truly insignificant we are. And this is what we know to man, how big the universe is. Is there a multiverse? Is there more than one universe? Is there dimensions? How big reality really is. And we see this with God's creation. Look at this. This is God's creation. And we're talking about the physical world. What about the other dimensions, the spirit world? How big that is. Other dimensions that are occupying where we are, but we can't see. So the question I put is, how big is reality? I'm talking about the physical world, the spiritual world. Is there any other world apart from the physical and the spiritual. How big is existence? How big is it all? So once you realise this, we do really take into consideration how insignificant, how tiny Earth is. So after that we went to telescopes and we zoomed in. We saw Big Dipper, Small Dipper, and I'm telling you, I have never seen a sky that clear. We literally saw the Milky Way in the sky. As you see it in pictures, you saw it. The sky was populated, full of, let's put these shoes on. Yeah, the sky was populated, full of all of this. We saw the Big Dipper, Small Dipper, the North Star. We saw the Scorpion, the Sagittarius. We saw that in the sky, and many more. There's a guy there sitting on the rock. He's reminiscing. He's talking about what he's got to. He's got to do it, you know. When you're around this surrounding, you just got to take a walk and sit down and have time to yourself. He didn't see me. I tried to wave to him. You know, like a little nod. I know what you're doing, son. I'm doing the same. So, see him. You can hear the wolves. The question that I had yesterday is there any animals here? Now, last night when I was laying down here, the strangest thing happened. Those rocks there, it was night time, bear in mind. I kept on seeing large figures running across those rocks. Kept going, kept doing it. I don't know what it was. So at first I thought it might be the cars that was driving. There were off-road cars driving every now and again. I thought it could be the lights, but then the more I looked, sometimes it would happen when there was no cars. I don't understand. Anyway, yeah, you can see the moon. Look at the sunrise camp. Look at this. Today, I'm going to Aqaba. It's a 1 hour journey. That's by the Red Sea. And then I'm gonna visit this area, see the Red Sea, see the town, and then I'm going to drive 4 hours to the Dead Sea. I'm gonna float in the Dead Sea, and this will be the final stop of my tour of Jordan.